Well, I am back at the lodge, absolutely my favorite place to cook. I have cooked in this kitchen for almost 30 years for cowboy meals, family gatherings, birthday parties, holidays. I love cooking in this kitchen more than anything. So I thought it'd be great to share one of my all-time favorite lodge classics, chicken fried steak. If you have never made this before, you've got to try it. I'll start by seasoning and marinating the meat. So for chicken fried steak, I use cube steak, which is tenderized round steak that's been extra tenderized. I sprinkle both sides with kosher salt and plenty of black pepper. You gotta use black pepper, guys. It's a must. And then once it's all seasoned, grab a 9 by 13 inch dish, add all the meat to the dish, and then you want to totally cover the meat in buttermilk. This is going to help further tenderize the meat, but it's also going to help the crust stick and it'll make the crust extra good. Turn the meat over and make sure it's all totally coated, and then just set the pan aside. Go read your book, do a load of laundry, hang out, watch reality TV, whatever you want to do. And then when it's time to fry the chicken fried steak, you want to make a flour mixture. So that's just all-purpose flour, kosher salt, black pepper again. I use Lowry's seasoned salt, but you can use whatever seasoned salt you like. Paprika, and I like to add a little cayenne for heat, but you can leave this off if you want to. Whisk this mixture together so the seasonings are all evenly distributed. And now it's time to bread the cube steak. So let the excess buttermilk drip off, put it into the flour mixture, press it in and just make sure it's really coated. Shake off the excess and put it on a sheet pan or a plate. And I like to use the hands that God gave me, and in the process I get a nice cuticle treatment with buttermilk. That's just how it goes. But when you've got all of those steaks breaded, you can step away and wash your fingers, wash your hands. And then when it's time to fry the steaks, grab an iron skillet or other heavy skillet. I use vegetable oil, but you can also use shortening or lard. I heat it over medium heat and then add half a stick of butter, which will help the steaks get a little more golden, also helps with flavor. I fry the steaks about 3 or 4 at a time, and you just want to babysit them and fry them for about 3 to 4 minutes per side. Whoop, splash. I didn't mean to do that. So you know how the first batch of pancakes is always kind of the sacrificial batch? They never look as good as the rest. That's kind of how it is with chicken fried steak, as you'll see. Look at how beautiful that looks. It sort of picks up the little bits from previous batches that have fried, and that is exactly what you want it to look like. I'm actually going to go back and fry those first ones a little more to get some of that dark deliciousness on there. So in goes the last batch, and again, just kind of babysit them, move them around, make sure they don't burn, turn them over, and you just need to cook the steaks until they're no longer pink and the crust is really golden and gorgeous. You can cover them with foil while you make the gravy, or you can just let them sit there. The gravy is going to be the star of the show here in a second. So the first thing you need to do is remove the excess grease from the skillet. You really only need about half a cup of grease. I left a lot more in my skillet. I'm going to make a ton of gravy. So you add some flour and then whisk it. And you can see that it's still really oily and greasy. So you need to add more flour if that's the case. Just sprinkle it over, whisk, and we're getting a little closer now. It's less oily, turning into a little more of a paste. Scrape the bottom of the skillet as you go, add more flour, and now we're getting somewhere. It's definitely looking more like a roux. So when you get enough flour added, you can add some salt and pepper. This won't be your last chance to season, but this is always a good time too. And then whisk And now it's time to cook the roux. And it can take about 10 to 15 minutes to get to the color you want. It's looking pretty good here, but I like to keep going, stir, scrape the skillet, and look, this is the color I like to get it to. It's kind of a dark caramel color. So now it's milk time, and I'm making a lot of gravy, and I'm gonna have to add a lot of milk. But basically, you add milk, whisk it the whole time, keep adding, and when you're finished adding milk and it feels like you're in a good place, it's a good time to taste and season the gravy. It always needs more salt, so be sure to salt it thoroughly, more pepper. And now it's getting close. You gotta cook the gravy, and it can take about 10 minutes to get to the thickness you want. But when it gets to this bubbly thickness, you're really almost there. So grab the mashed potatoes or biscuits or whatever you're gonna serve your chicken fried steak with. And look at this. So I usually just have one piece. Lad has 2 or 3 pieces. Gotta have mashed potatoes or biscuits, and then gravy overall. There's no other way to serve it. Always add a little more black pepper just to seal the deal. Now, this is definitely a once every 2 to 3 month meal, even for our family. It's really hearty, really comforting, really delicious. I hope you make it soon, and I hope you enjoy.